If you think of what interests people have, there's a fellowship for it.
You share the same interest, you share the same hobby.
Photography is a fellowship, swimming is a fellowship. There's so many fellowships.
Within the last year or so, I've gained so much more Rotary friends through fellowship. The fellowship that I belong to is a cycling fellowship, and we're able to raise money for polio just by riding our bikes.
It's the fact of taking your passions, your hobbies, and making that into a service opportunity, into a social opportunity. We do learn to surf events for high school kids, beach cleanups, things like that. It's also attracted people who are into those types of events to seek out, what is Rotary about?
Rotary Friendship Exchange is an opportunity for you to visit new places, learn about cultures.
To be received with warmth and friendship, that is the ultimate travel experience in my mind.
You get to connect with a family there that will show you around. You explore things you never thought you would explore.
And also sometimes integrating local projects. Friendship exchanges are open to anyone.
It's something you can do with your friends, your family, your kids. Better than a vacation. Hands down, best.
The great thing about a project fair is that it brings Rotarians from different parts of the world to one venue.
When they come, they are looking for projects that can help them to meet their club's goals.
The Rotary clubs offer different projects in different areas of focus.
The hosts put together project visits and other kind of tours.
People become friends, and friendship engenders trust.
The personal contact is the main purpose of a project fair.
ICC or inter-country committees are an important part for peace and friendship.
The inter-country committee operates between two countries.
And it's very important for Rotary to have this sort of experts to promote activities and relations between the two countries.
Projects are done by the clubs and not by the ICC, but they try to help them to do these projects.
Go beyond your borders and do your part to reach peace through service.
Rotary is made up of dedicated people who share the same ideals, a passion for community service and friendship. And while some are inspired in a traditional club experience, others want to dedicate their skills and resources to a single cause in their communities. That's why alternative club models, such as cause-based clubs, are impactful and expand our reach. These clubs organize programs, implement projects, and attract participants around a specific focus. For example, these two clubs in the United States have built their culture around environmental issues.
Eco Club membership is an opportunity to build new relationships, leadership skills, with a focus on environmental sustainability.
As newer clubs, they can establish their own norms that fit membership's needs.
Each month, we take a field trip to a speaker's place of business that focuses on protecting our planet's health.
Speakers are experts in sustainability or recycling, and the club's service projects focus on beautification and preservation of the planet. The successes are visible in the club's growing diverse membership. Explore a new club model. Attract new members and participants. Continue making an impact. Grow Rotary.
For over 100 years, Rotary members have taken action when challenges arise. We know what people can do when they come together and put others before themselves.
The team lead said they will continue the campaign to fight against the coronavirus.
Local Rotary clubs deliver food and supplies to people in need.
Strangers become friends, helping hands multiply, and problems turn into solutions. We are Rotary. We are people of action. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
I see entrepreneurs or workers up there in northern Thailand. And I see that the major issues with the whole problem now is the inequalities of wealth between the rural areas and the urban city. We have to move those smallholder farmers into the market, so to raise their income level in here and fight this inequality. Not many people can understand about the peace aspect of agriculture. If we can support the economic development in a very sustainable way, I believe that we have a chance for building a peace platform. Our missions of Go Organics is to empower regenerative agriculture. We need local people to support the local farmers in here, while at the same time connecting with the world. It's all peace building. It's very interesting because once I had the meetings with the farmers, we present what is organic certifications, what can it do to the farmers. After that 2 hours talk with them, they thank me for sharing with them the knowledge. But I told them, no, thank you. Without you, I live in the city, I have no food to eat. Please help to produce more quality food for the people to eat. And together we'll make a difference.
Sexual violence is a global pandemic. It affects pretty much most women. According to the UN, 1 in 3 women around the world experience some form of it at least once in their lifetime. Unfortunately, many of us do not talk about it, we do not report it officially, and this translates into a data gap. We often think of peace as the absence or the opposite of war, but that's not true. Peace could be the absence of any kind of conflict. My name is Elsa Marie De Silva and I'm a Rotary Peace Fellow. I'm the CEO of Red Dot Foundation. It's a not-for-profit in India as well as in the US. And our main work is sexual violence prevention. We do it through a crowd map, a reporting platform called Safe City, where we crowdsource anonymous stories of sexual violence in public spaces. And the idea is to look at this issue through patterns and trends visualized on a map as hotspots. For staring or for groping, maybe someone might not go to make an official complaint because the process is so tedious and so intimidating. Technology is part of our everyday life. So why not use it to give women a platform to record their experiences? So we found that approaching authorities like the police with this kind of a data set has helped them change their beat patrol timings in areas where they may not have had a presence. In reality, public space safety is absolutely critical to women's contribution to the economy. The data itself was used by an economist to put an economic cost to sexual harassment in public spaces in Delhi. Girija Borkar at Brown University used our data set as one of the data sets to prove that sexual violence impacts women's access to public transportation, which may cost them around $290 a year, which in our part of the world in India is quite a lot of money. Without our data set, I don't think she would have been able to do that. Unconsciously, we curtail our own opportunities, restricting ourselves from doing so much more than we are capable of. Women and girls, they're not allowed to travel very far from home to access quality education. So unlike their male counterparts, they may choose a university or a college close to their home, and this compromises the quality of their education. Look with your hearts, not with your eyes. We will not be intimidated by your gaze. We will break our silence. I would hope that everybody downloads this app and uses it to report their incidents and use the data to make their own community safer.
Rotary knows that providing access to clean water around the world is about more than digging wells. That's why Rotary brings together community leaders, governments, and agencies to plan policies and funding that ensure permanent access to water. Be part of the solution. Learn more.
Every year, over 350,000 young people participate in Rotary's youth programs. And thousands of mentors guide them as they develop their potential and take action in their communities. Service learning is a proven method for activating young people to address the root cause of community issues and hone their leadership skills. And along the way, inspiring them to create lasting change in their communities and themselves, setting them on a path for a lifetime of service. Foster growth in young leaders in your community with Rotary's service learning resources, our new approach to youth service. Resources are now available for both youth program participants and adult advisors. Start your service learning journey now at rotary.org/learn.
When a crisis hits, we look for solutions and react to the challenge of the moment. In 2020, that's COVID-19. And as the world races to find a vaccine, the polio eradication infrastructure is playing a critical role in protecting communities from the pandemic. It might seem invisible, but it's a vast disease-fighting toolkit that surveils for traces of the polio virus and tests thousands of samples every year, and focuses critical resources through hubs and emergency operations centers, maintains a sophisticated logistics network to safely deliver vaccine, and trains health workers to inform the community of the importance of immunizing children. Now, Rotary and its partners are using this polio infrastructure to also help respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. Surveillance is a cornerstone of the polio eradication effort. In Ethiopia, community volunteers are now reporting suspected COVID-19 cases. And community health workers conduct house-to-house visits to identify suspected cases. Knowledge and information hubs like emergency operations centers are central to polio eradication activities in Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Nigeria. They are now also used as coordination centers for COVID-19 response, where polio partners develop plans, analyze data, and quickly share information, all in a centralized location. In Benin, teams created a national interactive dashboard, tracing contacts, mapping cases, and managing data. In Pakistan, Rotary's polio resource centers offer COVID-19 training for health workers, and one center serves as a testing site for the community. Across regions, the logistics network used to distribute polio vaccines is now essential in getting personal protective equipment to remote areas. In Pakistan, trained staff have collected thousands of COVID-19 samples. And teaming with UNICEF, Rotary distributed more than 3 million bars of soap to households in vulnerable areas of Afghanistan. Because good hygiene protects against polio and COVID-19. This infrastructure relies on the trusted voices of community influencers. The relationships they build ensure accurate health information protects the community against polio. In Afghanistan, 70,000 of them have been trained by the polio program. Now hundreds of thousands of households have access to critical polio and COVID-19 prevention information. Rotary and our partners built an infrastructure that is now addressing the largest public health crisis in a generation. We should be proud of this contribution. And eventually, when planes, boats, trains, and cars carry people around the world and viruses travel with them, this infrastructure will live on to tackle public health priorities and ensure a polio-free world. Your ongoing support for polio eradication will leave behind this everlasting legacy for decades to come.
The challenges that I face to stick to what I believe in, creating use out of the useless. They thought I could not do it, they thought I could not make it, and today I am in the Forbes 30 under 30 list of social entrepreneurs of Asia. I am Dr. Binish Desai of Rotary Club of Vibrant Valsad. I am a social entrepreneur and an innovator. I convert waste into eco-innovations, houses, toilets, and 150 other products. A social entrepreneur is someone who talks about creating a social change through its products, through its disruptive technologies. provide them the employment. My factories were quite far from here, and I thought, let's do something unique. Let's bring the factory here. It's not just about creating a particular product, but actually breaking the barriers that the society has created.
We started with very small ideations of doing something for women, something for the society, and that led to a journey which is starting, and now let's see where it takes us.
Other cats were lurking on the block. It was just my young mind and the greed had me blind like a spell that had me blind.
Judge told me he's like either do 6 months or go through the PAC program for a year and a half. And I said, yeah, I'll do the PAC program.
Trying to turn the page cause I'm sick of hearing the same old bull on the radio. The boys thought y'all should already know. Gave y'all real talk, you tried to outline me. Told y'all to crown me, but y'all just
PAC stands for participation, acknowledgement, commitment, and transformation. And they are the 4 stages that an at-risk youth will go through in his path to a more positive life.
The next time that they get picked up by the police, they're going to be charged as adults, they're going to be lost to the adult system. So we're really trying to work with them and helping them to turn their lives around.
You know, I can't always just blame things on other people and always, you know, make excuses.
What are you thinking about when you see yourself back in 2010?
Wow. Really, like, wow. So what I'm doing right now in school is just finishing my last 4 high school. And then after that, I was looking to go into criminal justice so that I could one day hopefully be a life coach. I look at it as, I'm not trying to glorify it, but I'm just trying to say, yo, this is what I went through, but it's what I want to change from. This isn't who I am anymore. This is who I was.
Like, you lose so much, like, motivation and energy. Like, how did you go from that, like, point of when you're, like, so stuck?
When I started doing music, I used it as an outlet for my anger. Because you can literally express anything you want, no matter what it is, express it. Nobody can judge you for it. It's you, your feelings, right? Your thoughts, what you go through every day.
We're going to do whatever it takes, and we're not going to abandon them. We're going to be with them as long as they want us to be there. And so they know that we've got their backs covered.
I don't want to give up on myself anymore.
When David Lockett came to our Rotary Club, I was very excited by the model that he was presenting. I started to ask myself how Rotary could be involved in a more hands-on way.
And I believe that's what everyone would need, just someone that would listen to them and motivate them and push them to say, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just doing what you can at this time and point. And there is other options and more ways to do it. So just keep pushing no matter what.
Yeah. We need success. All right, we got you.
What the hope is and plan is that we'll have a legion of Rotary ambassadors who will be available and willing and interested in providing peer mentorship to at-risk youth in a variety of ways.
Like, it might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow. They give you the blueprint with the PAC program, and you got to run with it as a person.
As Rotary, we often ask ourselves, how do we grow? Personally, professionally, and organizationally? The answer is simple. To grow Rotary, we need more Rotary clubs. Let's use Anytown as an example. Anytown is a city of 100,000 people and home to one proud Rotary club. But there are hundreds of other people of action, just like us, who are uniquely qualified to become Rotary members. They share the same drive and represent the values and fundamentals of a Rotary member. So why aren't they members? Well, the current club meets on Monday. There are leaders in Anytown who can't meet on a Monday. By excluding this segment, the potential members in Anytown has shrunk. Now consider, what if the meeting is at noon on Monday? There are people who can meet on Monday, but can't meet at noon. So now we have a smaller audience for Rotary in Anytown. Of the remaining group, some aren't interested in a club with a sit-down lunch and speakers. They are passionate about service, but aren't interested in a traditional club experience. And that is okay. The Rotary Club of Anytown isn't doing anything wrong. It just doesn't appeal to particular segments of the community. And if we're going to thrive for years to come, we must adapt and embrace change. In Anytown, we have an opportunity to expand because potential members are everywhere. More than half of the eligible people are prospective Rotary members, waiting to make a bigger impact in their community. But what Rotary Club exists for them? If Anytown creates new clubs at new times and new places, the hidden potential for Rotary will be revealed. As people of action, we must broaden our reach and provide opportunities to all leaders in the community. Together, all of us can grow Rotary.
A lot of women come from different backgrounds. A lot of women mention that since they get inside the gate of 701 and they feel very peaceful. I feel the same.
What we're trying to achieve is giving women a sense of self-determination and freedom, because I believe that it's women who are going to change communities and societies in future.
So our main 3 program is focusing on skill training, employment opportunity, and education.
So, आफू एक त डिसेबल हो अब यहाँ भनेको जस्तो भने अब डिसेबल र एबलमा त धेरै फरक छ हैन अब मैले यहाँ नगएको भए त म मेरो अलिकति चाहिँ आर्थिक स्तरले अलिक कमै हुने हुन्थ्यो होला.
This is what empowers them, uplifts them, makes them leaders in their community. Women are inclusive. Once they learn, earn, they want to share those skills with other women, and that's why we've seen such an amazing ripple effect.
I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Cali San Fernando in Cali, Colombia.
St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada.
RC Maguru Newtown Provisional, Ogun State, Nigeria.
Basel, Switzerland.
Kingston, Jamaica.
From Medellin, Colombia.
In Mauritius.
I live in the city Marília, Brazil.
Oshawa, Ontario, Canada.
Red Sea Coast, Egypt.
Rotarians in Brazil are committed with polio eradication. We organized Telepolio, a fundraising initiative with the testimony of Rotarians, polio ambassadors, an expertise panel, and an amazing entertainment.
We also have Pints for Polio events happening across our district. The St. John's East Club is going into their 4th year holding this event with a local brewery.
My club will be organizing a Rotary polio walk to keep polio at 0 level.
We are organizing a Let's Kick Out Polio online event with speakers from WHO, UNICEF, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and our Rotary International president.
Artists from all around the world sending their work for make this exhibition, for make a promotional banner about the fight against the polio.
We'll be co-hosting our 3rd annual live stream World Polio Day 2020. You will be updating our live audience with Rotary's efforts to end polio now.
A 35K fundraising cycle ride to end polio now.
There will also be a virtual donation campaign for the Polio Plus Fund.
This year we are celebrating a polio-free Africa with influencers, leaders, and people from the media together with awesome speakers.
With this animal, we are making happy 1 kids at the hospital. On the other hand, we save 5 kids from polio.
The African region has been declared wild poliovirus free. Yes, but there's still a long way to go.
We want together to show how Rotary contributed in the eradication of polio and how vaccines play an important role in combating the disease.
I moved here and really didn't know anyone.
I wanted to get started on my career.
I felt like I needed to be more active and give back.
I wanted to be in a career that I loved. Always learning, always following my goals.
I knew I wanted to help people and create lasting change.
I was looking for a way to connect with new people and make friends. Something fun and social.
Something that makes me a better person.
Something meaningful.
I've grown to know my neighbors
and work with them to improve our community.
I'm becoming the impactful leader I want to be.
And through it all, I've had fun and met some of the best people.
I found connections, solved problems, and made a difference.
I've built a network, a community.
We took action. We joined Rotaract.
Sometimes what makes you a perfect candidate for a Rotary Club also makes it hard for you to make it to a meeting.
Well, one of the reasons I'd never joined Rotary over the years was because I was traveling and couldn't get to a weekly meeting.
But Rotary Clubs make the most impact when members can develop lasting relationships, contribute their valuable expertise, and take action together. Take the WASH E-Club. While the club was developed and chartered in District 9980 in New Zealand, their members are a mix of locals and those who live in countries across the globe, from Ethiopia to the Netherlands, Mexico to the United States. The E-Club model lets them meet online, and in this case, allows the members to focus on water and sanitation projects. The global nature of their membership gives them a breadth of experience that helps increase the positive impact of club projects. The club does the same things any other Rotary Club does, except they meet via video conference. The E-Club model enhances the work Neil and the club are doing on their WASH in Schools Global Grant Project, where they're partnering with local Rotary clubs to provide clean water, working toilets, and hygiene education to 7 Nigerian schools. Explore a new club model. Attract new members and participants. Continue making an impact. Grow Rotary.
Hi, I'm Alicia Davis, a television journalist based in New York, a city hit hard by COVID-19. That's why I'm so inspired by the Rotarians around the world who are working to help each and every community affected by this pandemic. Every mask sewn, meal delivered, and dollar raised adds up to real global impact. Now, more than ever, Rotary members are people of action. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, we're in San Francisco, Chinatown.
Kisumu, Kenya.
Lisbon, Portugal. Bay St. Louis, Mississippi.
San Diego, United States. I'm Sadako Park, Setagayaku, Tokyo, Japan.
Almere in the Netherlands.
Tegucigalpa, Honduras. Meaux, France.
Hello, namaste, Dr. Prakash Paudel of Nepal National Hospital.
Bucharest, Romania.
Professor Dr. Farhan Isa Abdullah, I'm Pakistan.
Julia Cockett, I'm from Milano, Italy.
We have started a hotline service through telephone regarding COVID cases.
So far, we help with more than 150 charities and hospitals. We also distribute more than 5 tons of food.
My club has given 52,000 tulips to thank our local healthcare professionals and gave a boost to their work and dedication.
So far, we have produced 10,000 face masks, 10 hand washing stations, and distributed to our local communities.
I'm helping with the food pantry, and we're also giving away these Rotary masks.
We are handing out masks to the homeless. We're also giving them boxed meals and bottles of water.
Medical facial masks, protective clothing kits, and goggles.
We partnered with our Rotary Exchange student to create Rotary Interactive Quarantine. Hundreds of students from more than 60 countries have met every 2 weeks to share their stories.
It provided our first line personnel
with personal protection equipment.
Also managed to buy meals and food for 2,000 elders in our community.
Redirected funds so that food insecure families and individuals' needs are met.
Provided food rations for families to survive for a month at least.
They have donated to 28 Italian hospitals a new technology aiming at breaking the infection chain in the hospital.
Being also able to mobilize communities, training them in personal care, and by providing them food items and things of the like.
We gave 40 tablets for sick people to keep in touch with their family via video. We help unemployed people to see opportunities and find new jobs.
This is Rotary connecting the world, saving lives, and this is Rotary in action.